point to make here, and to all the panelists, but Bhaskar, first to you. You say tsunami of change, it will come. I think we are all living through the tsunami, aren't we? So tell me, what are you doing right now to transform yourself?
You haven't seen it even. In Indian context, I'm saying, because there are three Indias, no? The India you're talking about is the developed India. The developing and the underdeveloped India is not there. Like globally, the way
Paint
it is.
Paint it for us. Tell us, how will it look?
See, I think 2-3 key pointers. You know, like if I'm in newspaper, I think it's the biggest myopia to think you are in newspaper business and destroying environment and cutting trees. Consumer is telling, I'm still continue to be interested in news because that makes me feel secure. I need, in fact, today's consumer need more navigation, trustworthy navigator who can help me. But since I am an incumbent, I adopt protection as a strategy, and I don't think protection is a sustainable strategy. What is most important? Collaborate. You can create multiple sources of revenue because we are used to linear, make money through advertisement. So I'm saying advertisers will be now, instead of telling that I want your money, say to them that I share your interest and move towards that. It's not easy. You have to forgo your current ego.
All right.
Srinath, can I
yes,
just
go ahead,
add?
Sandeep. Yeah.
See, in media, I don't think it's ever going to be about technological ability that's going to drive how a particular medium grows. It's all about what the consumer finally takes out of it. I mean, we've had this doomsday presentations happening from the late 90s about how newspaper is going to die in the next 5 years and how, I mean, Thomas Edison said in 1923 that no more books will be printed in the world because everything can be done by moving pictures. Yeah. So I think this kind of exuberance is great. But finally, I just want to hark back on one thing, is that finally there is, LV talked about the fact that when election comes, people do go back to the experts, and I don't think the traditional media is going to go away anywhere.
But Bhaskar said there is no traditional media. There is nothing known as traditional media anymore.
Yeah,
sorry?
Your attitude is traditional. Media has nothing to do with it.
All right. Are we willing to give up the stereotype? Are you willing to give up the stereotype?
Yes, I'm willing to give it up. All I'm saying is there is no tsunami of change coming. The change is gradual. It's happening all the time. It's happening as we are sitting here. So it's not that one day a tsunami will come and destroy everything and we'll have to rebuild. I don't think it's that.
All right.
Well, I have a difference of opinion on that. I mean, if you look at...
With who? They are both differing right now.
You know, I agree with Bhaskar when he says that there is nothing called traditional media. There's nothing called media, actually. There is requirements. Let's go back to the fundamental issue. And I started by saying that every human being has needs and requirements, right? In the past, his need of news was being catered to by a newspaper. Today, that's changed. I mean, newspaper as a physical format is irrelevant today. But news is still relevant, right? So the same, let's take an example of music. Everybody wants entertainment. Everybody wants music. Music's never going to die in this, in the world.
So content is going to be king eventually.
Absolutely. But wait a second, how music is delivered. You know, I was talking to some small composers, you know, people who never get a break on MTV or on radio or wherever. They never get a break, right? They say we don't care any longer. We make our compositions, we host it on the net, and through blogs and through word of mouth, we get enough consumption. Hopefully one day we'll be able to monetize it. You know what? They don't even shoot music videos. They shoot music videos, but for YouTube, not for television.
Tarun,
that's the change.
Tarun Katyal, this is becoming slightly scarier than I thought it would be, because the point is, it's going to be a limitless world after a point. Everybody will have content. As he said, everybody is going to be a journalist here, but Bhaskar has a different take of it. The question is, somebody will own it. Somebody will control it. I know Bhaskar will want me to give up my traditional subject. All right, but let Tarun answer that.
So let me come back. There will be musicians who will create this music. There will be open source. There will be Facebook. There will be all of that. But there will also always be, I think, the 70-30 or 80-20 rule, where 80% of media or aggregation of eyeballs will go towards, you know, certain select media, which is what you call conventional, traditional, television, radio, newspaper, all of that. And yes, there will be the 30% who will explore the world. Now, whether that 30 becomes 40, becomes 50, and you've seen that in the West that it has become 50. And what media moves to that 80% and stays this side of the game, that will evolve, and that is changing continuously, as Sandeep said. But the fact is that there will be that 80-20 or 70-30 rule in media, and it will continue to be there.
All right, LV, how will you measure that? Because there's 80-20, 30-40, and you'll be like all over the place then.
Okay, before I just come to measurement, just one more point actually. Frankly, as we move into the future, that one side will be the style, language, content, form, etc., which will continuously evolve out.
The softer part of
changing
it.
The softer part of it. The other side where you need to emphasize on is the brand equity part of it actually, the value of that particular brand and the association of the brand with the target consumer side. If you understand in between the gap of the consumer's mentality and the attitude and behavior patterns, that communication will become easier, making your brand stronger, your style, form, etc. can keep on evolving over a period of time. As far as measurement is concerned, on the measurement side, we realize the fact that more and more there's a 360-degree communication that advertisers like Amit are looking forward to on a continuous basis. So what we thought was the fact that as a first step ahead, we have silos now, television measurement, radio measurement, print measurement, etc. Is there some way that we can bring that all together
Seamless,
in a seamless manner? And one of the first studies that are coming out probably in a couple of months with Nielsen, we're doing is called TRIM, which is television, radio, internet, and mobile, actually. A kind of a first phase study to integrate those four medium into one end so that they could look at, Amit could look at one end consumer and see what exactly has happened.
Amit, which end of the spectrum do you lie in? Because right now I have like pretty much of a Lok Sabha. I have a right wing, I have a left wing here. They are getting divided. As an advertiser, are you willing to ride his wave or are you willing to ride this wave, saying 70-30 is what I'm going to accept because the ownership aspect will come in. Softer skills will be changing, but ownership aspects may not.
No, as I said earlier, so there is nothing like 70-30 or 60-40 because the consumer is media agnostic. So I cannot be media, so I don't have any biases. I don't care. As an advertiser, coming back to the point is catch me if you can. So giving for example, so I have to be very contextual. I have to understand the frame of the mind of the customer. So let's say I'll give you my online examples. Like if you're searching on Google on car accessories, I have to show you car ad because I understand you are a car owner. If you're looking for cheap car accessories, I have to show you an ad copy which is actually telling you that you'll get the best price here.
I've got a simple. I have to ask you this question, and I want you to tell me when that second layer and third layer kicks in. Will all these views be challenged? And that catch me if you can aspect, that customer is a beast we don't know about right now.
You know it, but you don't want to acknowledge it. That's the basic problem. See, fundamentally, if you look at ultimately, customers, consumers are people, not statistics. Okay? These are normal human beings. They're not digital natives or digital immigrant, it doesn't matter. They're just normal human beings who want to be successful in life. Now, for me, it took me 30 years. Someone wants to be in 30 seconds. That's a different subject. We are making a simple thing very complex because of this incumbency feeling. We are saying 70-30, all this, why you know? It's basically, they are called corporate hubris. Because we are so used to success, how can I do it? I understand what is good for the consumer. How consumer can tell me? Like today, patients are more knowledgeable than doctors, or readers are more knowledgeable than the journalists. But you don't want to acknowledge because you have all the wisdom.
I am all the time acknowledging it. Don't worry about it. Go ahead, Prashant. Prashant, go ahead.
See, one more point, Shivnal, I must say. See, look at this audience. I was seeing Shailendra Singh doing SMSs. Someone is looking at his email.
I try to tell them that they are not paying attention to you.
No.
No.
The whole point is, it's no longer relevant to their life. Please go and ask them what they are feeling. Please involve them in the production process.
I will. Save that for the last. Go ahead.
Yeah. Shivnath, just as I believe that the media consumption is going to change entirely, right? I also believe the entire concept of advertising is going to dramatically change. And I'm talking about just 5 years down the line. I'm not talking about 50 years down the line. You got a glimpse of it in Minority Report. I don't know if you remember the movie, The Minority Report, and you saw how media has evolved over there. Newspapers are carrying live updates and so on and so forth. Let me tell you about advertising. The fact of the matter is that most consumers want content. They don't want advertising. So the only way this is going to work, and I think that's what is of importance to Amit and Sandeep over here, is how do they deliver their message? They're not interested in your content being consumed, right? Is when they can integrate their advertising message into the damned content. Now let's take some examples of where it's happening. It's happened, what, 1 year back? Beautifully. I think you must have noticed when cricket happens today, how the cricket frame becomes smaller and you have an advertising panel which comes up on two sides.
I hate that, but that's
You hate it, and absolutely
but
right.
I'm the consumer.
You are the consumer, and one day you will switch away from this particular thing. But in the interim, just imagine the beautiful way it's been created. The content's going on. The guy who wants to watch content watches the content, and there still is an advertising panel which is happening
Until
over there.
the DTH guys give me an option of blocking off all the
Correct, and that will also happen.
All right, Tarun.
And that actually brings us to a very interesting point, which is a word called control. I think we used that a little bit in the beginning, but I think we lost it somewhere. Is that the consumer wants to control. He wants to control the way he consumes the media more and more, whether it's TiVo, whether it's DVR, whether it's all of that. And that word control will also define how advertising gets delivered to him. Yeah, and more platforms may not deliver any advertising to him because he controls what gets communicated to him as it goes along.
All right, Sandeep.
Yeah, clearly advertising's future is to become pull, because even advertising is something which is consumed by choice by a lot of consumers, because advertising is also information it's content for the consumer. When he's in the frame of mind, we refer to the frame of mind, and that is the point. So it's not that advertising opportunities will not be available in the future.
It's going to be a two-way traffic at the end of the day.